Hey everyone, I'm Nicole,
And I'm Gabrielle.
and we are the hosts of the Spiritual Sisters podcast.
Join us every week as we discuss all the spiritual topics like astrology, mediumship, psychic insights, and so much more.
We are often joined by others we have met along our spiritual journey who are well versed in many of these areas.
Get ready for enlightening discussions and interviews and personal experiences that we hope will expand your mind and get you thinking outside of the box.
Whether you're a seasoned spiritual seeker or just beginning your spiritual journey, there's something here for everyone.
Check us out every Tuesday wherever you get your podcasts. See you then.
Bye!
Welcome back, beautiful souls, to the Soul Ecosystem Podcast. I am your host, Anna Rising, and on this podcast, we discuss all things soul contracts. I am a professional soul contract reader, and I work with a modality that combines Jewish mysticism, astrology, tarology, and numerology. And once a month, we do a little episode for the month ahead, the energy reading for the month ahead, and I ask you guys to pick a card with your heart, with your intuition. This time you are going to pick a number between 1 and 3 and then go to the timestamp for that said number to hear your message for the month of November. So take a second, take 3 deep breaths, and then choose a number intuitively between 1 and 3 to get your message for the coming month. We are going to start with group number 1. Welcome, guys. You guys have been through the ringer, is what I'm hearing. I feel like it takes a lot of trauma. I'm feeling like it takes a lot of trauma to be this zen, is what I'm hearing. You have been just relentlessly not giving up, getting back up after being knocked down. And at this point, you're so used to it that you've gotten to this state where you're like, you know what? Bring it on. I can take on anything. I have survived worse. Like, you are just completely, I don't want to say detached, but in this state of flow and acceptance and surrender that is so beautiful and so powerful. It immediately screams evolved soul to me. I think you're at the point where life is like testing you in the sense of trying to see if there's anything that can knock you off center, that can throw you off, that can make you get into that space where you once would have been panicking, you would have been taking things very personally, taking things very close to heart, and now you're like, you know what? I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about those people. They're going to get their karma. Like, that's not my business what they choose to do with their life. Like, it's very mature. You feel like you have matured so much over the past few months just based on who you started this year with to like compare yourself to now. It's like you're a completely different person. You have overcome so much and you're able to find joy. You're able to find a sense of stability, a sense of calmness within that cannot be touched. It's like nobody can reach that peace within you. Nobody can disturb it, no matter how hard they try. And this really bothers spirits, especially ones that are monitoring you, especially ones that are trying to get a reaction out of you, trying to take a jab at you. And you may feel like this energy occasionally checking in on you, almost leering over you, I feel like, and it's trying to bait you. It's trying to see if you are still going to take a bite, if you are going to get sucked into the drama of something, or if you have really moved on with your life, matured enough not to let other people faze you, other people's opinions, other people's ideas of what your life should look like. You don't let it faze you anymore. And I love this for you so much. It's like you have cracked through the concrete and you are trying to grow in a concrete jungle. You have managed to be that one flower that gets through the 2 slabs of pavement and you're like, I am just trying to survive here. I'm trying to find my place. And that seems to be your focus. You've been able to bear the brunt of what life has thrown at you, and you've done so gracefully. I was about to say with ease, but it doesn't feel like this came easily to you. It feels like you have just gotten so bruised and banged up that you've gotten to a place where you're like, I get it. I need to surrender. I can't control anything. I'm letting go. So the universe has you right where you are supposed to be. You are exactly in that headspace where miracles start to happen, where things start to unfold for you. And it feels like you can't wait for your chance. You can't wait for something to come along that can direct you to the next point in your path. It feels like you've done the healing work that you've needed to do. You've done that shadow work, and now you're ready for the next step. But you feel a little bit lost as to what that next step is. For the majority of November, you are going to be in a state of joy. You're going to be in a state of experimenting, of dancing through life. You're still going to be able to maintain this Zen mode that you've activated within yourself, where you're able to let things just slide right off of your back and not affect you. So the universe might turn it up a notch. It might kind of turn up the dial on the things that can cause you anxiety. And you may find yourself getting into that very familiar place where you get down on yourself, where you start feeling like everything's pointless, I need to give up. And this just reminded me of how I came to some really fast conclusions today about an email I got, and I started to panic, and I immediately thought the worst. I thought that this was the worst news ever, and I was really stuck in my head as I was driving, and then I see this minivan, and it had this bumper sticker on it that said, "Don't give up." And I had very much, like, in my mind, I'm like, this is it. That's it. I can't do anything else. Like, I give up. I give up on life. So you might have that moment where it feels like everything is going to come crushing down on you. But just know that that is an illusion. It's a huge, huge illusion. And the universe wants to have you in this kind of zone to see how you can recover from it. I want to say like it's the final test, but it's not so much as it's the universe testing you as much as it is you proving to yourself that you have got this. You proving to yourself that you have moved past this level where you let external things affect your internal, external things affect your inner peace. So if you get temporarily in that space where you feel so defeated again, just remember that it is an illusion. It is going to pass and fade just as quickly as it came in. Don't take it to heart. Don't take it personally. Maintain that thick skin that you have built over the past year and let it slide right off your back, because it has nothing to do with you or your growth. It's not saying anything as to who you are as a human being, what you're worth. In fact, I would kind of prepare for it. I would either journal about steps that you can take to get yourself out of that headspace, things that usually work to get you out of your head and into your body. That's very interesting. As I said, into your body, I'm like, okay, you need to move around, especially when those kind of things happen. Dancing is going to be a very big help for you. Getting all of those emotions out, that stuck energy out of your body, moving through it and out of it. When you get through that, when you're able to move past this final boss, I want to say, it is going to be a new beginning. You are going to be manifesting a new beginning. Whether it is a move that you have been waiting to make, you may have been asking for the universe if you should move to a different state, if you should move to a different country, you are going to get the answer about that. You're going to either be presented with an opportunity to do so, or you're going to finally get that sign where you're like, okay, I know in my heart this is 100% what I'm supposed to be doing. Or there's going to be this chance meeting with somebody where they're going to say, oh, you should write a book, or you should start a podcast, or you should take on this creative project. And it's going to click something for you and validate this dream that you've had on the inside for a long time, but you didn't dare to speak it into existence. You're going to be like, you know what? I thought I was crazy for wanting to do this, but other people can see this potential in me too. So maybe there's something there that I need to explore. So get ready for November to bring in something new for you. Get ready for November to have that brief, fleeting freak out panic mode come in for you, but then you're going to be even more centered in yourself and who you are and what your mission is and what is going to be next for you. That question that you've had on your mind about what the next step is, you are going to get the answer to it this month. And you are going to go into the new year being a lot more clear on your path and what it is that you're meant to do with your life. And you should be giving yourself a gigantic pat on the back because it's the work that you have done up to this point. It is the countless battles, both seen and unseen, that you have fought throughout this year that have gotten you to a place where you are able to see this next chapter in your life. Had you not done the inner work, had you not worked on yourself to evolve, to be better, and to choose to step out of the illusion, to choose to step out of your comfort zone, to step out of the things that you know into something very terrifying, into the unknown. Had you not done that, you would have not unlocked how magical your life is about to get. So huge props to you, group number one. I dream of becoming this Zen. I have always wanted to be just like next level, untouchable, like nothing can faze you. And it feels like you've achieved that. So anytime you start kind of feeling yourself kind of sink back into being fazed by things, just remember that you are already healed. You've already cleared this past version of you that really cared about other people's perception of you, about other people's opinions. You've healed from that, and you're able to step into who you are authentically without worrying about other people. And that is such an insanely strong thing to do, and it is only going to help you in the next part of your journey, because it's the people that are able to authentically express themselves that stand out the most and have a mission to be in a place of influence, to be in a place where your voice is heard, because the universe rewards that. It rewards people that step out of line and into their mission. That is all I have for you, group number one. We are going to move on to group number two. All right. Hi, group number two. I don't know why I'm seeing so many people moving. It feels like something about the energy of November wants to be active. It wants to be proactive. It doesn't want to sit still. It wants to move swiftly and quickly, almost as quick as this entire year has went. It's like the energy is gearing up to really go for the final push. It's like at the end of the race where you just have to give it your all and throw everything you have left into the race in order to get to the finish line. So it looks like either you're going to be walking away from something physical or something more internal, but there is a cycle here that is ending, and it feels like you are turning something down. Something that used to be very important to you, something that used to serve you. It doesn't serve you anymore. And you are kind of just throwing caution to the wind and leaving it behind. And it feels like you are going to stumble upon a choice. You're going to have to make a very difficult choice, but it's one that's been plaguing you for a very long time. You've been putting off making it because it feels like whatever choice you make is going to shift your life. It feels like there's a very clear distinction about what's going to happen if you choose one over the other. November is going to be a new cycle for you. I feel like it's going to be like the year has already started for you, like 2026 has already started for you. You're already going to be feeling the effects of the year of 2026. Did I say 2022? Why do I feel like I said 2022? 26. You're already going to start to feel that energy, and you're going to feel like it's a new year. You're going to feel refreshed. You're going to feel inspired. And I would use this inspiration, use this newfound energy that you have, this mood that you are in to create, this mood where ideas are just flowing to you. I would take advantage of it, write it down, and chase whatever feels most exciting to you, whatever brings you the most joy. You are going to be a fountain of good ideas, both to yourself and to your friends. I can see you sitting down and speaking to your friends and being like, you should try this, or you should go here. Your friends are going to appreciate it because you're going to be channeling messages for them. Like, I see you sitting in a cafe channeling messages for your friends, and they're going to be like, I don't know why I never thought of that. It's going to be very divine messages, and it's going to be messages that they really need to hear. When you are faced with those choices, don't get too caught up in whether or not you're going to make the wrong one. It's not really possible for you to make the wrong choice, especially given where you are at. It feels like you have shed something over the course of October. I almost see like this snake skin shedding off of you, where you are now just a natural channel for divine messages, and you have like this connection that is going to help you get onto your most aligned path right now. The choice you make is going to bring about so much fire, so much joy into your life, so much zest for life that you're not going to question if you made the right choice. Once you've made it, you're going to be like, okay, I know 100% this was for me. I made this gigantic choice in alignment, and it's going to get me closer to my vision, to my dream life. Now, there's going to be this moment where you may start to feel like you want to hold on to your ideas and not share them. You may start to feel like you have to be more selective with your energy, like you want to hold in this creative energy that you have for yourself instead of constantly giving it to others, like almost like generating ideas for free for other people. And I just wanted to tell you that you're never going to run out of them. Because you are this channel right now, there's an abundance of energy. There's enough to go around for everybody. So you don't need to get into this scarcity mindset where you feel like you are one idea away from like losing your inspiration and somebody taking your ideas and running with them and being able to make something more of it. So if you kind of start to see that mindset start creeping in, be very, very careful because it can block you to this flow that you have going for you. So don't feel like you need to hold anything back. Don't feel like you need to limit the outpour that you pour onto other people, because it's like you're almost predicting that you're going to run out of it. So it would be like a self-prophecy, because you're like, I need to start conserving my energy. I need to stop pouring so much into others because I'm going to run out. Now, could you run out of like physical energy? Could your body run out of physical energy? Yes. But this creative kind of waterfall that you have going is going to keep flowing as long as you keep that energy and flow and not start getting greedy with it. I do want to say this feels very aligned as well. Group number 2, you feel like you are also moving forward just like number 1, like you have done the work in order to get to where you are right now, in order to start reaping the benefits of what it is that you have been working towards. I feel like this channel that's opened up for you, that's pouring out of you, is going to be blasting open some spiritual gifts for you. And you may all have it manifest in different ways. Each and every one of you that picked group number 2, your spiritual gifts may manifest in different ways, like either through clairaudience, claircognizance, but there is going to be a huge uptick in the mental chatter in your head. And it's not going to be a negative mental chatter. This is going to be a positive, inspired kind of movement. So you're going to want to keep this movement going. Congrats to you for ending a really heavy cycle. It feels like it's something that has been in the woodworks for a while. It feels like it's something that you've been pondering for a while and you're finally like, I cannot salvage this. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it rest and just surrender to what happens. And what is going to end up happening for you in the month of November is abundance, is light, joy, positivity. Really enjoy this month and the beginning of this year. It feels like this entire year is going to be riddled with blessings and rewards for how hard you have worked to get to this place. That is all I have for you, group number 2. We are going to move on to group number 3. And just as I said that, it was 3333, but that's in like before production, before cutting, so it might not align, but that's okay. Okay, this is kind of insane. These entire, like all of these groups feel like end of the year cycle. Like you guys are almost like piecing out. You're like, I'm so over 2025. I just want it to be over. Let's bring in 2026. First of all, congratulations. You have been relentless in your search for healing. You have been relentless in your search for clarity. And now you are finally getting to the place where you are going to be able to enjoy it, where you are not going to be torturing yourself, being stuck in your head, in your mind space a lot. This is the time to start seeing the fruits of your labor. We see the 9 of Pentacles for you. We see you coming into abundance and ending a cycle of scarcity, ending a cycle that has been keeping you stuck and stagnant for a very long time. Unfortunately, it also comes with the Tower card. So there may be another kind of final jolt, like the death rattle of the past version of you that needs to happen before you're able to be like, okay, this really isn't who I am anymore. This is really the past version of me dying off. The main theme for you for the month of November is the things that almost broke me were the things that most awoke me. So there's this sense of transformation, this death and rebirth that needs to happen in the month of November that may be painful, that may be difficult, but again, it's like the death rattle. It needs to happen. This transformation needs to take place in order for you to get to the next point, to get to the next accomplishment, the next level of your journey. After this Tower moment that is going to happen in November, there is going to be harmony. There is going to be a balancing for you, an alignment of 2 energies, of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I feel like you guys are the type to either be too much in your feminine or too much in your masculine, and you might get told that a lot. You are kind of a person of extremes, and you may either lean too much to one side or lean too much to the other, depending on your mood or depending on where you're at in life. So when you get too much into the masculine, you're hyper independent, you don't need anybody, you don't seek community, you want to do everything on your own, hermit, lone wolf vibes. You really cut everyone else out of your life in order to protect yourself, and that really makes you cold and distant. Whereas if you're very too much in your feminine energy, you're more so very dependent, very dependent on other people, on their opinions, and you are in this kind of state of waiting all the time, waiting for things to happen for you instead of helping them happen, instead of working to make them happen, taking any sort of action. So after this Tower moment for you come November, there's going to be this beautiful mix of both of these energies finally coming into balance for you. Something about this Tower moment is going to bring that into balance, and things are just going to pour out for you. It's going to feel like the floodgates of heaven have opened, and all of your prayers and your dreams are coming to fruition. And then get ready, because the energy is going to be very, very fast. It's like you're going to be riding this wave that's very powerful and destructive, but in a good way. Because it's going to cleanse out everything that has been keeping you down, has been weighing on you, kind of anchoring you into the ocean. This wave is going to clear all that debris out and help you become clear, balanced, in harmony, and aligned with your higher self in order to bring about the abundance that you've been working so hard for. Come the end of November, it is going to be like nirvana for you. You have been so resilient throughout this entire year. If you should throw yourself a party. You should take a weekend for yourself if you can to go away somewhere. This sounds really fun. If I could do this, I would. Take a weekend for yourself to go away somewhere and kind of reflect on the past year and journal everything that you've been through and just write everything down and be like, oh my God, I cannot believe you did this. You went through this, and that, and just list all of the accomplishments that you've done, all of the things you've accomplished, no matter how small they may seem. Because I have a feeling, even if they feel small for you right now as you're reflecting on it, when you look back on this entry years from now, you're going to realize, oh my God, this changed my life. This small achievement that I didn't pay any attention to absolutely catapulted my life into a new trajectory. So give yourself credit, because you're the type of person to never give yourself any credit. You're the type of person to always kind of look at the next objective, the next goal, and never be satisfied. So we're going to close out November being satisfied, appreciating ourselves, appreciating our journey and how far we have come since the beginning of the year. So get ready to step in some stability, get ready to step into some comfort and a little bit of a tower moment, but more so comfort and harmony, because this is what November is going to bring for you, group number 3. And I wanted to close it out in case group number 1 or 2 is also listening. I wanted to close it out by saying that all of these messages feel so expansive, and I feel like whoever is listening to this should really take some time to appreciate themselves, appreciate their growth, and have a dance party. Have a dance party for yourself, because I'm sure that many things happened to you this year that wouldn't have happened for you had you not continuously sought to evolve, continuously sought to grow. And all of the messages that I have been getting for you guys for group 1 through 3 have been messages of encouragement, messages of growth. And you guys should be extremely proud of yourselves. But that is all I have for you. I'm so excited about the month of November now. I'm so excited, because it feels like it's going to be ushering in the new year and the new things that we can look forward to before the year even starts. So be on the lookout for that. Let me know in the comments what group you picked, and let me know if it resonated for you and how you feel about your upcoming November energy. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for joining me, and I am going to see you next Friday on the Soul Ecosystem Podcast. Catch me then, and have a great weekend.